It's a very important event. In fact, the CII and the WEF, the World Economic Forum, have been playing for the last 30 years a very important role in getting industry, business leaders to come and meet, to interact, and to discuss in the context of global economic dynamics as to what kind of issues are going to prevail, what is the direction we're going to be taking, and the exchanged views drove into policy making. As a result, you've had this forum actually becoming a catalytic agent in creating meaningful and purposeful policy which helps the industry. Of course, every now and then it had to be tempered down by the realities of global economic situation, as we are now tempered by the not so encouraging global environment. But of course, the 30 years of role that you've played has been very well recognized, and even today, therefore, irrespective of the fact that the global indicators are not very conducive, I think this meet is going to set the agenda for looking forward to certain directions which we need, and it is not to be forgotten that it is going to be South and Southeast Asia which is going to be the engine of growth, engine of development, engine of all economic dynamics for the forthcoming future. And therefore, this meet acquires a certain significance. And I'm glad that the World Economic Forum and the CII have focused on some very critical areas which actually matches up with what Government of India is doing under the leadership of the Prime Minister, whose single line forward is Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. And when you're talking about inclusive growth, it's exactly that which we need to focus on, and therefore there is definitely a synergy between the focus of this meet as much as Government of India's approach to our economic affairs. You're talking about digital world and the digital role of digital activities which will enhance economic development. If your three-pillared attention is going towards mastering the fourth industrial revolution, talking about ease of doing business, or when you're talking about equitable growth, inclusive and equitable growth for a sustained future, all of this sits well with what the Government of India is doing. If you would only take the three examples, which are very current and pertinent to the way in which government is moving forward, you see that there is complete synergy between the agenda with which you are talking today and what Government of India is doing. You take the example of GST. The GST is going to bring on one platform and have, through the digital enablers, over 800 transactions, both goods and services, on one platform, and symbolically making India, not just symbolically, but making India a single market. If this is achieved only through the digital revolution in India, you will get the size and the scale of what we're talking about. The second is the JAM, as we call it, the Jan Dhan Yojana, Aadhaar, and the mobile-based changes, the transformational changes that we're bringing in. You're talking about inclusive anyway. Jan Dhan Yojana brought financial inclusion to those who have never had a bank account before. Aadhaar is the way in which we are moving towards direct benefit transfer to those who deserve it. And the mobile connectivity, not just the smartphones, any phone through which you can get basic information about the pension which is getting credited to your account, or about the food ration that reaches your store, or about any little transaction that is happening in that little account that you've opened recently. All that is possible through your mobile. So if these two, the GST, the Jan Dhan, the JAM, the Jan Dhan, Aadhaar, and the mobile-based transformation are both not enough, I will add the third, which is again one of the pillars on which you're going to be talking about, the ease of doing business, on which using technology, opening up newer areas of activity, we are making states come on board with the center to make sure the state and the center together remove all the hurdles to making business do their activity in great comfort. The process is long wound, but certainly it has commenced. The ranking, therefore, between the states has become a healthy competition, similar to the global ranking, which India normally looks forward to. We want to improve our position each year. And therefore, what you're trying to achieve through this meet is exactly what the Government of India is doing through the digital revolution that we are trying to bring in, using technology to bring in transparency, remove corruption totally, so that ease of doing business also is facilitated and enabled. Without saying more, I wish the meet all success. I look forward to seeing the outcome of the deliberations of today. Thank you very much.
जब हमने पाकिस्तान के प्रधानमंत्री को समारोह में आने का न्योता दिया था, आमंत्रण दिया था, तो क्या कोई शर्त रखी थी? मैं स्वयं इस्लामाबाद गई थी और कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव बायलैटरल डायलॉग हमने शुरू किया था इकट्ठे बैठकर। क्या कोई शर्त रखी थी?